Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Good evening.
Let me turn off the
Oh, wait.
audio.
Check. Can you hear me? This one? Check. Nana, let me know if you can hear us.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Never mind. I see the levels now.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our very first WIP Wednesday live stream. I am your host, Dana, and I have Becca with me as well. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Nana. So we wanted to do another live stream throughout the week, just like to have like a productivity hour. So tonight we're just gonna hang out. We've got some chill lo-fi music playing in the background, and me and Becca have works in progresses to work on. So tonight I am working on a crochet beanie for an order that I got this week. And Becca, I believe, is still working on her cross stitch.
Yep, cross stitch. I'm gonna finish that square of my crochet.
Oh, yes. So if you missed our live on Sunday, we started our beginner scarf square. Here's mine.
Ooh.
So Becca's going to be working on hers too, so that we're ready for step 2 of that on this Sunday's live. So just if you got a work in progress to work on, just come on in and hang out. We're just going to hang out and craft tonight. So nothing too crazy.
A study session.
Yeah.
Where you're not gonna get any actual homework done. It's my favorite kind of study
So I'm
session.
going to switch over here because I'm going to have you guys see what I'm doing. Perfect.
Beautiful. Wow, that does look really good.
It does look
actually,
really
good.
You know, I left my Fitbit on.
That's okay.
That's fine.
Everyone can know that you.
It'll look like it'll think that I'm walking steps as I'm crocheting like this.
Does it count on your crochet?
Well, so I wore it on my right hand, and one time I was crocheting and like my heart rate was higher than it really was. And I'm like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Like my heart should be like so I think like the constant movement was like freaking it out. I don't know. It's really weird. I know, my weird heartbeat sound. Thank you.
No, that was really funny.
Hi, Aunt Jody. Nana, are you working on a project?
Yeah, grab your projects.
No, I was like, do I have a beanie near me to show you guys what beanie I'm making? I don't.
Are they in the box?
Yeah, they're all in the box. That's okay. They're put away where they're supposed to be. No, Nana does not have a project.
Boo. It's okay. She's got other important things going on. Nana things.
There we go. Important Nana things.
Nana things.
Absolutely.
This is so. Let me see here. I need to figure out how to count my rows.
Yeah, if you want to bring that over, I can help you do that.
Pretty sure. Let me see if I can guess.
How's everybody doing on this Thanksgiving Eve? Is everybody ready to eat like a pig tomorrow? Because I am.
Absolutely. Let's see, 1, 2, 3.
And if you guys have a favorite Thanksgiving dish, that would be cool for you guys to share in the comments. I'd love to hear about everybody's different favorite dishes. Mine for sure is cream corn, and I make it every year because it has to be correct. And you know, I also like grandma stuffing. It's really, really good.
A good stuffing is good. I don't know. I think.
Wow, this looks really nice.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Okay, so see how. So this is a row here. So this is your second row. So the way I would count them is the indents. So this would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and you're on row 16.
16.
So you're close.
Okay. 16
You said 7. You thought you were on 17?
I thought I was on 17, so
Yeah.
I was close.
Okay, so 16 out of 20. So I need to do 4
So you're almost there.
Yes. Yeah, it actually doesn't look terrible. Pretty surprised. Looks pretty dang good. For not crocheting in a very, very, very long time.
Yeah, I would say your tension is really good.
Thank you.
It looks really nice. Compared to my 8-year-old cousin's
Or
first crochet swatch. I say yours is pretty good.
Thank you. Or my sweet, sweet husband's. His was pretty rough. But he was trying, so I can't, like... It's one of those, like, it's your first time. Like, I'm not going to be a meanie. Be like, wow, that sucks. And he's literally never held a crochet hook before. And he's left-handed, so he's like, how do I follow this tutorial?
I know, I forget that he's left-handed.
Mm-hmm.
Nana, how are you feeling? Did you talk to Dwayne? Is he coming to your house for Thanksgiving? I know he said he would if he was close enough to come to Thanksgiving. Okay, what's happening? Today we went to my aunt's and baked all of our pies for Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm. It smelled really good when we were leaving.
Yeah.
The pie crust smell. Yeah.
So we made 2 apple, 3 pumpkin, 1 cherry, and then we're also gonna have a chocolate. I don't remember what it's called. Chocolate mousse, not
Chocolate
mousse.
cream
Chocolate cream.
pie,
Thank you.
maybe?
Some kind of chocolate.
We always had an apple, a pumpkin, and then my dad's favorite was a banana cream pie.
Ooh,
He loved banana cream pie.
Probably good.
I don't think I've even uttered the words banana cream pie in like years. But yeah, that was like the staple. We had to have a banana cream pie or a meringue pie. But banana cream was like top notch. It was really, really good. I enjoyed that quite a bit. Even for not liking bananas. Banana cream pie and banana pudding is so good, especially if it's homemade. Mm.
Yeah, so it's for Christmas. My Aunt Danae makes this really good banana pudding.
Ooh.
Like with the vanilla cookies.
Oh yeah, the vanilla wafers.
Yeah.
Those are good. I think the best banana pudding I've ever had in my entire life was in Amarillo, Texas, at this like really small. It's called oh gosh, Northside Liquor and Cafe. It's a liquor store that doubles as a cafe.
Interesting.
Some of the best food I've ever had in my entire life. Like, so good. We were hesitant, to say the least. But we'd go for work lunches and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, the best pork chops I've ever had in my entire life. So stinking good. You think, yeah, it was North Heights. Yeah, North Heights Discount Liquor and Cafe. It was so stinking good, but not Shyly. Oh my goodness. Weishi. Her name was Weishi. And she made the best banana pudding I've ever had in my entire life. Like, I don't even know what she did that was so different and so special, but it was the best banana pudding I've ever had. So good. She made the best French toast and pork chops.
Nice.
It was so good. So good. Weishi, if you watch this, I love you. You're probably not watching this, but I love you anyway. Guys.
You never know.
It's true. That banana pudding, though. Mm. So good.
So how did your mom make the turkey? Was she a turkey in the bag kind of person, or was she just put your stuff in and on the turkey and plop it in there.
For the first couple years, she was just plop it in there. And then she discovered the turkey in the bag. And it became a staple every year to put the turkey in the bag, especially because we liked gravy. We are an extreme gravy family. And it was really nice to be able to have all of the gravy stuff like at the bottom, and you didn't have to like worry about anything burning or anything like that. You could just dump all the contents in a pot and make your gravy. And it always seemed to turn out really moist. Did you guys do that?
I don't think so. I actually don't remember. Oh, hello. I am Tasha Ann. We'll be lurking here. Okay. You are welcome to lurk
Join
here
us.
as long as you want.
We're talking about Thanksgiving food.
Yeah, talking about Thanksgiving food. So yeah, if you have a favorite Thanksgiving dish you'd like to share, let us know.
Yes. And do you bag your turkey or no?
Yeah, do you bag your turkey or not? Nana says he won't be coming. Okay. No problem, Nana. He's in Bellingham, Washington. It's
Oh, wow.
11-hour bus ride to
Jeez.
Nana's. That's crazy.
That's rough that he's stuck in the middle of nowhere.
For Thanksgiving.
Yeah. That's really rough. And he can't get like a plane ticket or anything?
Yeah, I know that
Yeah.
he was trying to look, but obviously not.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I'd imagine it's, that's his dealio.
His dealio.
What are some strange, not really strange, but like, did you ever have anything on your Thanksgiving table that like, whenever you told other people, they were like, what the heck?
Actually, the first Thanksgiving I had with Cameron's family,
Mm-hmm.
I made cream corn, and they had never had that at Thanksgiving before. Actually, quite a few people I know didn't
Yeah,
do cream corn. It's like, cream corn?
same. I didn't have cream corn until I think it was our Thanksgiving we spent together when we came out to visit you guys.
Okay.
That was my first cream corn experience.
$2.97 one way, Nana says, for a plane ticket.
Oh wow.
That would have cost a lot of money.
Yeah, that's expensive. Plane tickets are expensive. Where are you? She's having a great time down
I don't
there.
know what she's doing down there, but she's screaming. Having a good time. Good scream. Fun scream.
No. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. No. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18? Maybe?
Well, if you're on 16 and you work 2 more rows, then you probably are on 18.
18. I'm second guessing myself. It's rule number 1.
Well, if you want me to check again, I can.
This line?
Yep, because that's row 2 right there.
Okay, so 2, okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 18. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
18. Okay, cool. So,
I'm figuring this out.
You got it. You got it.
Yay. There's a first time for everything. We never had anything like weird. We were always pretty vanilla with our Thanksgiving food.
Well, so we would have Thanksgiving with my dad's family, and my grandma bags the turkey.
Mhm.
And my mom complied with that for many years, and then one year my mom decided, no, we're not doing that anymore, and started making it her own way, and that's how I make my turkey.
Mhm.
Which is basically just, lemons and oranges, garlic and butter. All right, love you, Nana. Happy Thanksgiving. And fresh rosemary.
Mhm.
Very citrusy.
Yeah. I like putting lemon in ours too. It tastes really, really good after, like when you take all of that and boil it and make a soup out of it. It is so good.
But I do less than my mom.
Mhm.
Because my mom, like, I just remember the first year I did it, Cameron was like, I don't want it super, like, he didn't want it overpoweringly citrusy. So I did less than what she called for, what she told me to do, and it tasted perfect.
Turned out good, yeah.
And was still perfectly moist.
Yeah. How you did it that one year was really, really good.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. It's not as scary as I thought it would be to make a turkey.
Same. Cameron's like, yeah, you're gonna do it all by yourself because I brought home a turkey from work. I call my mom, who's in Indiana. Mom, I know how to make a
What do
turkey."
I do?
Yep.
That's
I
really
can't do
funny.
this.
Yeah. I don't think I'd ever. The first year Art's mom and brother came to our house for Thanksgiving was the first time that I made a turkey on my own. And that was really scary because I was like, what if I do something wrong? What if I ruin it? And Art's like, throw it in the oven. Like, how bad could it be? Like,
Right.
but they were really sweet afterwards. They were like, don't tell our mom, but we didn't know that turkey could be, like, moist. They're like, we thought turkey was just always dry. Like, Oren was like, I thought that's how turkey was. Like,
It's funny, that's how I thought
That's so
chicken
funny.
was. Because that's how Nana
Mhm.
would do it. Nana's gone.
Nana's gone.
If she's still here, Nana, we love you and your chicken. But I make better chicken.
Shots fired. That's so funny. Yeah, my mom did too. I mean, sometimes the chicken turns out dry, but I don't have nearly as much of a problem as it seems as she did with making chicken.
That's good. That's good.
I don't know what they like do to it. Like, I just throw it in an oven.
I think maybe some of it is making sure it's done all the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's always like my fear, right? Is like
Mm.
that it's not cooked all the way and then I make my entire family sick.
Mm-hmm. We end
But I
up
don't know if that would be my assumption.
salmonella. Yeah.
I know that's what I forgot to do.
Right, I said I needed 2 more sets in here. I don't know why my brain is like not registering any of this.
Oh, here we go. I'm like, how do I even do this?
Are you trying to share it?
Yeah. They changed it, so it was very confusing.
Oh, did Facebook change their stuff again?
Well, so I went to go click share, but like you can click share now, which would have had me share, like my page share it to
Mhm.
itself, which would make no sense. Or you have to click more options to share it to my newsfeed.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just confusing.
Gotcha. Yeah, you share your own video as the producer of the video.
Right.
That's pointless. Yeah.
Not Mason de Crochet shares.
But
Mason de
she-
Crochet's post. It's like a double whammy.
Yeah.
Definitely nobody will see it then.
It's Inception.
Oops.
Okay. Let me see. Is that it? Did I do all of it? Nothing here.
Maybe
Two.
next week's WIP Wednesday, I'll be crazy and work on my punch needle. That'd be kind of cool, actually.
That would be really cool.
Be like, see, I can do other stuff too.
Yeah, like try a new. We can have an embroidery day. Can show you how to. The tips and the fun of embroidery.
We could do that on your channel.
Oh yeah.
You
that's
could go
true.
live and you could teach me how to
Show
embroider.
you how to embroider. That's true. We could do that. Forget about that. Let's see. Okay, that looks pretty good. Not bad. The start of my Slytherin scarf.
That
has
looks
begun.
really nice.
And that is 20. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Yay!
Yay, you did it.
I'm ready to learn the next part.
Next step.
I'm pumped. I'm ready for Sunday. Yay! I made a thing! I did it!
You made a square.
I'm so proud. This other yarn is really soft. Is this Red Heart or is this
No,
a new-
that's Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn.
This is
That's my new favorite.
so soft
Yeah.
compared to the Red Heart.
I know. And actually, it's more expensive than Red Heart, so it should be nicer.
This is so nice. I just want to rub my face on it, but I won't.
That's how I feel about this.
That is really soft yarn. I didn't realize how important it was to have soft yarn until, or like even just the differences in texture and quality versus until, like I've only known Red Heart Super Saver, to be perfectly honest with you.
Same.
So you've opened my eyes to a whole new world of yarn.
You're welcome.
I'm curious what like other yarn options there are in the world.
There's a lot.
You know what I mean? Like, it'd be really cool to do, like, what if you did, like, yarn of the world? And you found, like, yarn from France and, like, yarn from England and, like, you know what I mean? Like, different kinds of yarn. I wonder if it would be, like, different texture, different dye, you know what I mean? Like, what would be the difference?
Well, we could. We actually bought yarn from China, and it was not that great.
Yeah.
Like, it was the yarn that Penny ate.
Oh.
And, you know, that almost killed her.
Oh. So it's, like,
'Cause it was
90%.
wool.
Oh, it was wool?
Yeah, it was like a wool blend.
Wow.
Yeah,
It was
I know.
actual wool.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And I knit a hat out of it, and it was like not comfortable to wear.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'd be curious, like, what other parts of the world, like, what kind of yarn?
There are different like yarn companies. Like
Mhm.
the UK has Stylecraft.
Mhm.
Remember all that yarn I bought that was like the Little Mermaid colors?
Mhm.
That was another UK brand, which actually I don't even know if that brand exists anymore.
Oh, wow.
Because it's really hard for me to find it now.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, that's all I know.
That's
I
so
can ask
interesting.
some of my Canadian friends if there's like special unique,
types. Yeah.
like yarn brands to Canada.
That's actually a really good idea. I was just thinking about, like, how it's different. You know what I mean? Like, the
Yeah.
dye methods, like, what they do, you know, like, there's some sweet... Because that was what was really interesting when we were in Israel, was watching them make yarn from the sheep that they had just shorn yesterday.
Oh wow.
Like, and he was showing us all of the, like, the flowers that they use to dye the yarn with. He's like, you know, purples are really, really rare. That's why they're so much more expensive to have purple cloth and purple fabrics, is because if you're hand dyeing them, things that dye things purple are more expensive. like the type of flower or like the bugs or whatever they use that are purple to dye, which is so interesting to me that it's like it's harder to acquire, therefore they're more expensive. And it makes sense. But it was just so interesting that he's like, yeah, these flowers here, and he held up like this yellow flower, and he's like, this is what we use to make yellow and greens, and this is the thing that we use to make the red. And he held up this like purple thing, and he's like, this is what we used to make blue. He's like, you thought it would be purple, but nope, that's really expensive and we don't have that. Like, so it was very interesting to watch this sweet old lady with very nimble fingers just like spread all this yarn out and just twisting it. And then, you know, it was really, really interesting. It looked very itchy, but it was cool to watch. Like, I think I sent you a photo too, because I was like, oh my gosh, Dana would love this.
You probably did. Now
Like I
that I
did.
think about it.
But it was while we were in
Israel.
yeah, I'm trying to remember what the city was. I want to say Nazareth. I think it was when we were in Nazareth. It was very interesting.
Oh, Luna, you gonna come say hi to everybody?
It's a fat baby. Go up on it. What? Where you at?
Kitty.
Go over there. She's like, no.
Oh, she probably wants to come on the chair with you. I wouldn't be surprised.
I've scarred her with the hoodie, the backwards hoodie. But yeah, I'd be curious if like Italy has special like, or if there's silk yarn. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure there is silk yarn. somewhere
Yeah,
in the world.
there's silk yarn. There's also this company called Darn Good Yarn, and it's like a cheap subscription box. And they basically repurpose old saris into yarn.
Oh, that's
So,
really interesting.
Yeah.
That's actually really, really interesting. I like watching the people do. Have you seen those like boards? They look like giant wire hairbrushes, and they just take the fur and they like sprinkle them on there, like, and then they pull it through. Like they press down the colors and they like sprinkle it on there, and then they pull it through,
like,
and then they start to twist it.
yeah, that's spinning yarn.
Yeah, it's crazy cool to watch.
My friend Anessa spins yarn.
Does
She
she?
actually bought like a big spinning wheel to where like you use your foot pedals.
Yeah,
spin
and you
them.
pedal it.
Another
That's
friend
really
of mine
cool.
that I met at our Maker Life has one of those footstool spin wheel yarn
That's
spinners.
really cool.
That's a whole other hobby.
Yeah. It sounds, excuse me, so interesting. I'd be really curious in doing
Yeah, so
that.
you can shoot, I wish I remember what they were called, but you can buy that like pre-dyed and then you spin it yourself.
Oh.
So like you can buy it bare and dye it yourself, or you can spin it and then dye it.
Yeah.
Or buy it pre-dyed
Yeah.
and then spin it into yarn.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So there's different ways you can do it, because I know you have your hand dye kit,
Mhm.
and then but that's already existing yarn.
Yeah, that's an actual yarn.
Yeah, a
skein.
yarn skein. That's so interesting. Do you know what you're gonna do with that yet? What you're gonna color with it?
No, there's a bunch of different color mixes, because I think it came with like the 3 basic colors, and then it's like if you add this much of this and this, then you make. And I thought about, because I think there's 2 skeins in there, so I was gonna have Cameron do one and have me do one, but we've just never did it.
Never did it. That's really cool.
I also wanted to get like a stainless steel pot and pan, so that it doesn't like dye my actual pans.
88. Go to 88 Ranch. They sell them for really, really cheap.
Okay.
And they're huge.
Yeah, because I
Huge.
was looking on Amazon. It was going to be super expensive.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want this to be an investment, especially if I don't like it.
Yeah, no, just go to 88. It's cheaper. And they have every size, because I mean, you have, you know, like those giant pots for cooking giant, like, copious amounts of fried rice. You know, like, you need a big pot if you're going to make a lot of soup.
Right.
Yeah, those are really cool. That's so interesting, though. So you have to have a metal pot to do it in?
Well, I don't think you have to, but
It's
that's
probably
what I
easier.
see other people do.
Probably because plastic absorbs color.
Well, it's acid too.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And yeah, the plastic will absorb the color. So whatever color you use, it will dye the plastic
Yeah.
that color.
Yeah. And I'm sure, not necessarily in regards to the bowl, but you would use, like, I'd imagine some of the colors wouldn't be as vibrant. Just because it seeps into the bowl.
Yeah, possibly.
But I don't know. I'm not a
don't
dyeing
know either.
professional.
I am not a dyeing professional. I actually own a dyeing class on Craftsy
Mm-hmm.
where you can buy like classes, and
Mhm.
it's how to like professionally dye yarn.
Oh.
So I watched a little bit of that.
Yeah.
So she teaches you how to like dye solids, and then she'll teach you how to dye
Mhm.
multicolor. And then a lot of it comes from practice, because a lot of dyers don't want to give you their secrets so
Mhm.
that you don't start making your own yarn.
Yeah, that makes sense. They have their like special formulas and things like
Yeah,
that
so
that
a
they
lot
don't
of
want to
it
share.
ends up being like trial and error.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense, actually. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'd imagine you wouldn't like. There's some things like in the soap making business. I noticed that a lot of people don't share their like signature scents. You know, they have like special fragrance blends that they don't want to share and things like that. But I always really respect and appreciate the companies that like I get like there's some things that you just don't want to share because you don't want like, if it's something that's exclusive that you've created and you've worked really hard on, you don't want to share it.
Yeah.
You know, you want to keep
Exactly.
it to yourself. But I always appreciate when like a lot of like specifically soap makers, I know this isn't a soap making channel, but I watch a lot of soap makers on YouTube, like a whole bunch of soap makers. And some people don't share their formula. But I've noticed like 2 out of the few that I do watch, they're like, this is what we use, this is how much. So if you want to make your own, like, so they actually encourage you to like, because I think I remember if it was Katie or not, Katie Carson from Royalty Soaps, she was like, anyone can look up online how to make soap. Like, it's not a secret how to make the soap. Like, what's special is like what you do with it and how you do it. She's like, no, granted, there's like some formulas that you can put together that are exclusive for, like, she does a special baby soap whenever that's actual, has like natural like actual food in it, which is really interesting. I didn't think that you could do that, but she puts like a puree that's supposed to be like really hydrating and really what's the word, soothing to baby skin, instead of like regular soaps that just irritate,
Interesting.
because all of her kids had really, really sensitive skin. So she would put her own formula in the soap. So when she had her first daughter, Lily, she was like, I'm not buying any of these baby soaps for my kids. She's
Right.
like, she's like, if I have like sensitive skin, my kids are going to have terribly sensitive skin. I'm sure of it. So whenever she's about to pop out a baby, she's like, y'all know what time it is. It's like, time to make my special baby soap. But things like that she does exclusively, and she doesn't really like completely share what she does because it's something that she exclusively does. But just general stuff, she's like, I don't care, you can see my stuff, it's not the end of the world, you know.
It really is like a preference thing.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. But excited for your Black Friday sale?
I am hoping maybe some people will shoppity shop.
Yeah. Interesting.
I was like second guessing it though, because I'm like, maybe I should just do like not have like an order limit, but I'm
Mhm.
also like, I don't know. It's my first time like having a sale with
Mhm.
like an actual active shop, so I
Yeah.
figured, well, it's better than nothing. So.
Yeah. When you do actually like still want to make a little bit of money,
Yeah,
like
that's true.
you can't just give stuff away, you know. Sure, people don't realize how expensive handmade stuff is when you factor in like time and resources, and then all of like the material you have to use to do stuff. Like,
That's why my hats are priced so high,
Mhm.
and technically,
Yeah.
I mean, because this yarn is expensive,
Mhm.
and it takes a while to make
Yeah.
an adult hat.
yeah. And it's nice material too. Like you said, that's a really soft yarn. Like, but I like that. I like the color too. With the gold.
Yeah, this one's nice. This is latte art, and yeah, it has gold speckles in it. Gold metallic.
Is that what it was called? I couldn't remember what it was officially called. I think you're right. It's gold metallic.
Yeah, because actually the yarn label says
Gold metallic in it.
because I was writing the yarn blend on my tags today for the other order I did, and it's 77% acrylic, 20% wool, and then 2% metallic yarn is what it says. So it is metallic.
Nice. That's really pretty. The gold is nice. I especially like that blue that you have there. That's really pretty too.
This one?
The metallic blue one that you have that you're making that dress. To your far left.
Oh, this one. I'm like metallic
To your extremely
blue.
far left. Sorry.
Yeah, this is really pretty.
It's really, really pretty.
And I wish I had the dress up here and I could show you guys what she's talking about. It's actually downstairs in my room.
It's really cute.
I guess I could show you the picture because actually this person made it. And well, I guess you can't really tell, but it is this dress. Yeah, you can't really tell, but I'm making this for my oldest daughter for Christmas.
I love that she
And
asked
so I
for a
made
new unicorn.
I know, which is awesome
was
because I
cute.
actually decided to make it before I think she said that.
Oh yeah, you did. I remember that because I think you had just bought the pattern.
Yeah. Well, I didn't buy the pattern actually. I got that for free
Oh, nice.
through my Crochet Boss Academy that I'm in.
Nice. I remember you had just like talked to me about it that day. You're like, I'm gonna make this for Regina, and then that night she was like, I want a new unicorn. You're like,
I'm like,
yeah, mommy win. That's super cute.
I know. I need to start on Amaya's. On her doll.
Cute little doll. Really cute. Some cross stitch stuff. Meow. Can't tell if she's saying meow or not.
They both sound pretty close. All right, for those who are joining us, we're just hanging out, having productivity hour. We also were asking people if they had a favorite Thanksgiving dish that you would like to share. Let us know in the comments. What is WIP? That is an excellent question, Cameron McWaters. WIP stands for Work in Progress. It is it's probably a crafting term, but I first heard it in the crochet community. What are those called? Where there's a... Oh my goodness, bless you.
Sorry, I'm like dying over here.
Acronym? Is that what that's called? Okay. Yeah, it's an acronym for Work in Progress. Great question, Cameron.
Yeah, it's an acronym. Oh, okay, I think we're good. I think we stopped.
Are those fake plants over there making you sneeze?
No, I just discovered like last year that I have allergies to something. I think it's like seasonal. So every once in a while, I am allergic to dust though, which that was really fun to figure out. I was like, what the heck is this? And my mom's like, dust bites. That means you have to clean your room. I'm like, no.
Means it's time to clean.
It was pretty low on the list, but still, she used it against me for years. She's like, you're allergic to dust. I'm like, everyone's allergic to dust. Dust is full of dead people. Dead things.
That's a good way to talk about it.
Yeah. Really scores me a lot of points. I'll tell you that much. Oh my goodness! I wish my nose would stop. I feel another one coming. I don't usually sneeze like this. I don't know why. 973. I need to get. I like those giant organizers for embroidery floss.
Mm-hmm.
I really want
Nana had one of those that was full, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. I don't remember why I had a bunch of embroidery floss in junior high. I don't remember why. I was working on some project and I don't remember what now. But embroidery floss was everywhere and we had a giant container full of them. But we never put the numbers on there on any of those spools, so that was our folly, because every time it'd be like, this number? I was like, well, it looks like a yellow, so we're gonna get a yellow. It was bad. 973, right?
So did your mom embroider?
She did not. I don't know why we had it around the house. We just did. There's one, I don't remember. I wish I could remember why. It was like some project we would do every once in a while, I feel like. We had it, and then after a while, it just sat there, and then I met Kaylee, and she's like, do you want gypsy braids? And so we took it, and we did gypsy braids with them, which was like hair wraps.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they take the strand of hair, and then they wrap it with this cord, pretty much.
Yeah, did you ever see the infomercial for that machine thing where it's supposed to, it would like, it would like flip your hair, or like twist your hair in the string. Does anybody else remember those? I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I wanted one of those really bad.
That sounds like a tangle waiting to happen.
But it spun your hair in a way that it did not tangle, so.
Interesting. Kaylee always did it by hand. I loved it. And she'd put beads in it and stuff like that. I felt like a little wild child. My favorite part, that was also the grossest part, was taking it off after like months of having it in there. And your hair was all like crazy, like curly and like all weirded out because it was in a
Almost
braid for so
dreadlocks.
long. Yeah,
That's
it
funny.
was almost a dreadlock. I need to get a tissue.
Okay.
Right back.
All right, I am making progress. Feel better?
Yes, I feel a lot better now.
That's good.
I was able to. Okay, like brand new person. Okay, let me see. How many do we have? So we have 2.
Is anybody out there working on Christmas gifts? definitely need to be working on Christmas gifts. But orders have priority right now.
I personally am not. This is just a because present.
It could be a Christmas gift.
That is true, it can be, but you already know that it exists.
That's okay.
So
I'd still be just as excited.
that's true. It is good. It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. If we panic, I still haven't finished the one for Kaylee. I need to do that one. That was supposed to be her housewarming present. Cross stitch takes a lot of time.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Embroidery isn't quick, but it's a lot faster because there's not as many rules as cross stitch. Embroidery is like, I don't even know, like the rogue. Version of cross stitch where you can just go in any direction you want, whereas cross stitch you have to go in certain directions and you have to go at like, it's pretty crazy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But it's a little bit more challenging when you mess up. Like if you miscount a stitch, you have to like either undo a bunch of work or you have to do some crazy math to figure out if you can get away with like just adjusting it a little bit. Like this house, for some reason it's 1 stitch lower than it's supposed to be. I don't know how it ended up that way, but it is. It's just 1 stitch lower than it's supposed to be.
Oh man.
But you can't tell because I just did some quick math and
Sometimes that would happen when I would work on a latch hook. Like, I would follow the printout exactly to a T, and like the netting that you like latch hook on, the picture would be printed on there too, but it would be like a square off. And then I would get like, wait, no, I know I've been following the pattern right on the paper, but I would just have to follow it on the paper and not on the,
not the box.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And thankfully with some projects, like if it's just a chaotic sea of color, sometimes 1 square off you can't even notice it.
Yeah.
Like there's not gonna be this like great scandal of the misplaced stitch.
Yeah, it would bother me because I'm a
know.
perfectionist.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, this is not lining up like it's supposed to.
This isn't what I agreed to at all. Did you finish your cute little fox latch hook?
I have a fox punch needle.
The punch needle. Okay, that's not latch hook. You're right.
No, that's punch needle. No, I did not. And that's why I was talking about maybe when Wednesday I'd work on that.
That'd be fun.
Like, try not to shake the table. But I can't crochet like this. It'll hurt my arms.
Oh,
Where
Is
I'm
that-
not touching the
Yeah.
table. What happened to my yarn?
Is that considered good posture or bad posture? Crocheting.
Holding my arms up? It's called making your arms tired.
I was just curious if there's like a certain way you're supposed to do it. Like,
Well, you say that you should sit with good posture like this, but you can have your arms resting.
how archaic. good posture. We're not trying to impress any gentlemen while we do this. Just kidding.
We are trying to save our back. Okay, let's see.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
No, that's not good. That my yarn is doing that. I'm gonna.
Oh.
This is random piece, but the problem is I cross in the back, so I can't cover it. So I'm gonna finish this cable. We're gonna look at it. I might have to cut off the yarn and reattach it, which is a huge pain in the butt.
To cut it off and then reattach? How would you even do that?
I'll show you.
Oh, we're learning today.
Yeah, that's dumb. Okay.
Is it like a imperfection?
Yeah, in the yarn, yeah. Sometimes it's just like it's not it like got unwoven.
Oh. That's interesting. I guess that makes sense that it could do that.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut here, and then we're gonna cut this piece off, and then what I like to do, especially because it will be fine on this kind of project, is I will tie the two together, and then I won't have an extra end to sew in. I don't remember what this is called, but basically what you do is you tie a knot on this side, and then you tie a knot on the other side. Alright, ready for this magic? Alright, got my two knots.
Wait, what?
That's why you should have paid attention. I can show you again. But not on this part. I will get a different piece of yarn to do it. Let's see. I'll do two different colors. Okay, so if I was gonna join these two together. So here's color A. This has a knot on it. Here's color A. And here's color B. So what I did is I tied a knot over here. Okay. And now I'm going to tie a knot over here.
Just a regular slip knot?
Yeah, just a cross knot. Okay. And you pull it tight, and it makes a knot. And then usually what I do, because it's pretty tight, is I just clip them. And I just keep crocheting, and I usually try to like hide the knot behind or something, but it's pretty strong that it won't come out. A lot of people don't like it because it does make this big knot. So like that's why I said it depends on the project. Because if it's a project where you can hide the knot, then it's not that bad. But if it's a project that you can't hide the knot, then
That's really cool. That's witchcraft. That's super.
There's another weird one that I've seen, and it's like an Italian one, where like you take one strand and then like you feed it into it with like a needle, like a sewing needle, and you basically like sew it in so it looks like it just continues.
What?
But
that sounds like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, so that's why I'm like, screw this, I'm not doing this anymore.
I'm not doing that. That's actually really cool. I didn't know you could do that with your own. I learn new things every day. New things every day.
I am lazy. And so I like to do that. It makes it easier for me.
17, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Whoops.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, checks out.
See there. I just worked my knot in and it's hidden behind so you can't even see it.
Oh, I'd imagine that's a lot easier to do with that type of crochet that you're doing, like that knot,
Mm-hmm.
and then your project. Whereas, like, I don't think that would work as well with the single crochet that we're doing with our scarf, right?
No. And it's harder to like eyeball it with like color changes because people do that with color changes, but like it's not guaranteed that it would like line up perfectly where you want your color change to start, you know?
Gotcha. As opposed
So I'll-
to just starting a new one.
Yeah, that's the same color, yeah. So
That makes sense.
I'll be showing everybody the normal way to add a color to your project.
This Sunday at possibly 7.
No, I think we were gonna do it earlier.
Earlier? Earlier than 7.
Just kidding, not so.
It's like, so I said possibly. I was like, possibly?
Like maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 or 1:30. It was 1:30 when it was the highest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll try 1:30
Yeah.
during football.
Not football.
Not the football.
You'll make that one guy really sad.
That's okay. He could always watch the replay
That's true.
if he really wanted to watch it. If he really wanted to make a scarf.
I like doing the flowers on these ones a lot. I like doing the houses. The houses are a lot of color change, but I like doing the flowers a lot on these. I don't know why. I just really enjoy them.
Oops.
That's not very good.
Okay. I think I'm gonna switch it up and work on this.
Work on your. That's turning out super cute.
I know. I'm a little nervous about how to put it all together. Oh my goodness. It's a hot mess.
I don't know why I always want to call them kigurumis, but I know that's not right.
Kigurumis.
Because that's the one-piece
Amigurumis.
pajama. Amigurumi. Okay.
Amigurumis.
Kigurumi is like the one-piece pajamas.
Oh,
But
I
they're
see.
like oversized. And you can get them in a bunch of different characters or like animals and stuff. They're really cute. We should get matching ones.
Matching pajamas. Dang, I hope that I left enough yarn on this. I guess we'll find out.
They have matching pajamas. My sweet brother. He was like, so every Christmas we all get matching pajamas. Like me and Tiff and, you know, Becca and like the whole family. He's like, so we took the liberty of buying you an art matching pajamas as well for Christmas. And I was like, oh.
That's cute.
He was so excited. He's like, I can't wait to wear them. It's like, never in my life has my big brother ever been like, I can't wait to wear matching pajamas with you.
Oh no, this wasn't a ball. It was on the floor. Dang it.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. Everybody's gonna watch me wind this up.
18. Okay, yeah, it is 18. I thought that was so sweet. He was like, I can't wait. We're all gonna have matching pajamas and it's gonna be so much fun. I was like, what? Who are you and what have you done with my brother? You used to make me go change my t-shirt if we wore anything similarly close. We can't match, okay?
That's funny.
Like, well. Alrighty then.
Okay, that's all better organized. Maybe I'll put that over here. So I have. Oh, I haven't started. I made her little arms. And I stuffed them. So of course I was supposed to stuff them as I crocheted them, and yeah, so I had to figure out how to stuff them after they were already made. Speaking of which, I might have to go grab me some stuffing if I'm going to work on this. Sure. It's in the closet right there
Yeah.
on top of the stairs.
How did you stuff it?
I just shoved it in there and used my hook to help like push it down.
We had like a big crochet needle with one of those the flat ends on it.
Oh, that would have been a great idea because I do.
I've been knitting pajamas. Those are pretty much like more
And now I gotta work on her legs. This is her cute little shoe. Or not her huff. Not her shoe. Even though it looks like a shoe. Thank you. I'm like, hopefully I have the right hook up here. I do. Okay, I'm gonna have to make notes on here so I know what round I'm on.
Okay. I'm very interested in learning how to crochet little plushies. That might be kind of fun.
Well, now that you've learned the single crochet, it's pretty much all you use.
Am I unstoppable now?
Yes.
Can make whatever. So is it just single crochet?
It depends. Well, for the most part, yeah. Like this one has all been single crochet.
With like a few. Except I'm sure there's a couple. Obviously, there's different things with how you make it in a tubular shape.
Yeah, it's still single crochet. Like I think my baby Yoda I made was all single crochet.
That's actually really cute. I would love to design cute little plushies. That would be really fun. You could turn your little yarn ball into a plushie. Wouldn't that be ironic? Make your cute little yarn ball out of yarn. In there. There we go. Really cute.
That would be pretty easy.
Yeah. Make a cute little.
How long does it take to make a baby Yoda? I don't remember. Probably like an hour.
Oh wow, that's it. Although you do crochet
I've been maybe 2 hours.
quickly.
Because his head and body, maybe a cool stream walkthrough. Like make a whole baby Yoda. The problem is it's somebody else's pattern. I mean, I guess they could watch me make it, but I can't tell them what I'm doing. Like how to make it.
Yeah.
Because then I would be giving away somebody else's pattern.
That's a good point. And then there's Disney. Just kidding, I'm not worried about Disney.
Well, I
Maybe
think
we should
Disney probably calmed themselves down now that they actually have Baby Yoda merchandise. I think they were getting crazy because people were making them before Disney even had merchandise. So like, no, you're not gonna
Gotcha.
sell Baby Yodas before we did.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, 8. The Great Baby Yoda debacle. I remember Cece got one of the last ones before Disney did like their great purge. Did you have any Baby Yoda stuff up, or did you know anybody that had any Baby Yoda stuff up that was affected by that?
So that one pattern that everybody tagged me in
Mm-hmm.
on Facebook, that got taken down off of Etsy. Nobody personally, no.
Mm-mm.
I think you should dedicate a session, I can't say that word, session to that. I mean, that would be cool. I'd have to, yeah, I could do that. I still have the yarn and stuff to do it.
Baby Yoda.
Nobody personally, no. One of the big crocheters that I follow, called Repeat Crafter Me, she designed a Despicable Me hat
Mm-hmm.
and had the free pattern on her blog, and Universal actually went after her, like sent a cease and desist to her.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? For just designing a hat based off of a minion.
Wow.
So she had to take it down.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Minion hats were like all the rage for a really long time. That's crazy. I didn't know that. That's interesting. I didn't know they were intense about that.
I didn't either until I read her story about it, and oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was on 11.
Sorry, my phone.
Okay, I think so. I don't have to try to count. Do I need to get a stitch marker?
Do I need to grab something for you?
No. Yeah, and then she was able to like partner with somebody who was able to she was able to repost it. And that's when she wrote that story about it, like saying, "Oh, I put this on my blog such and such years ago." And I received a cease and desist order from
Yikes.
Universal.
Was it right when the movie came out?
I don't remember, probably, but I thought that was crazy.
That is actually a really crazy story. That's a party story, man.
And then you see other people do like a bunch of Disney stuff and then don't ever get in trouble for it. So it's like, that's actually how I ended up designing my Tangled blanket and my 101 Dalmatians blanket, because I was like, it doesn't It looks like something that would represent those movies, but it wasn't like
A direct.
like a graph of like the drawing of the Dalmatians or something like that.
Yeah, it's direct.
Or of Rapunzel.
representation.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Whereas if you were like spelling out the name Tangled.
Like written the
Yeah.
the way the movie title is. Yeah, exactly.
That would be a little different. I still love your Aristocats idea.
I know. If I ever like remake that blanket, I honestly would have to start over because my attention has changed so much.
Mm-hmm.
I have a bunch of those made still though in a box in Colorado.
Yeah. Are they the little cat ears, like little cat heads?
Some of them are cat and some of them are solid. So I was gonna have like cat ones spread out and then have a
Mhm.
bunch of the solid colors that matched all the cat colored ones.
That's really cute.
So the cat heads would have been like accents.
You should find some like goose. I know it's really weird, but like some goose stuff, like the bonnet for Abigail and
Mhm.
Amelia, and Uncle George. I don't know why I thought they were like the funniest.
Some glasses
characters.
for what's his name's googly glasses that he puts on to write out the will.
Oh,
Because that glasses make his eyes like 3 times bigger
Huge.
than they actually are.
I haven't seen that movie in so long, and I would love to watch that movie again. It's one of my favorites.
It's been a while since I've made the kids watch it.
Do they like it?
Yeah, they like it. Is it their first choice?
Probably not. But that's okay.
But you make them watch it enough, it will be, because
yeah,
that's what happened with Sword in the Stone.
brainwashing is real. Just kidding. They're so cute. I would love to watch that movie with them. It has great music.
Yeah, it does.
I love that movie's music. Some of the they use the term, some of the most slept on music, Disney music.
So my friend Ian, who works at Disneyland, he posted a post the other day, and he was asking people what you thought was like the most underrated Disney, like music from a Disney movie.
Mm.
And a lot of people said Hercules and Hunchback.
Mm-hmm. I agree 100%.
Or no, it wasn't music. It was movies. Like
Mhm.
what do you think is the most underrated Disney movie?
Yeah.
And a lot of people said Hercules, but I was surprised. I didn't realize Hercules wasn't a popular movie.
Yeah.
But a lot of people said like Treasure Planet and like
Yeah.
Atlantis,
I
because
agree.
those did like terrible in the movie theaters.
Yeah, in the box office.
I said Sword in the Stone
Yeah.
because I feel like Sword in the Stone isn't loved enough.
Mm-hmm.
And Madame Mim is the best villain of all time. Changed my mind.
Fight me. She's so iconic. I feel like a lot of they're not like in your face, like exciting movies.
Yeah.
You have to like really, because usually like for most people, if you put Hercules versus Aladdin or like Sword in the Stone versus Aladdin, most people are going to choose Aladdin every time. It's a classic.
Yeah.
But you know, movies like Sword in the Stone and, you know, Hercules, they strutted the runway so that Aladdin could run.
I think Aladdin came out before Hercules.
That's okay. It don't matter. It does matter, actually. We'll just go with Sword in the Stone. Still. Still. I don't know why Hercules isn't more popular.
Yeah, I actually was legitimately shocked that a lot of people thought that was an underrated movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, what?
Same with Hunchback and Tarzan. I always get a little defensive whenever people are like, oh, who's your favorite Disney princess? I'm like, okay, first off, my girl Meg is married, probably, to a god.
A god. Yeah, exactly.
Like, eat your heart out, Prince Eric. Although I am a little bit biased, though, because Hercules is one of my favorites. I always forget how good the soundtrack is for Hunchback, too.
Yeah, I love the soundtrack for
Yeah.
Hunchback.
The
movie is
singer,
pretty dark, though.
it sure is, yeah. Whoever is the singer for Quasimodo,
Mhm.
oh, that vibrato, though.
If we wouldn't get flagged on Twitch, I would immediately just play the Hunchback of Notre Dame soundtrack right now.
We can sing it. No one
Out there, standing in the sun.
Gotta get that vibrato.
Give me one day.
Out there.
All I ask is one to hold forever.
He has incredible range too.
I know, right?
I'll try to sing anywhere, and I'm like,
Out there.
I mean, I have a pretty okay range, but I can't do Quasimodo range apparently.
I don't have a good range. I am a terrible singer. And I just don't care.
I wouldn't. You have fun. You love to sing. You go for it.
I've thought about getting singing lessons.
Did you?
Well, Shawnee knows how to sing. And I asked her if she'd teach me how to sing.
How'd that turn out?
Well, I still suck at singing. So, I'm just kidding. I wonder if she forgot that I asked her that. Because she never responded to me. So, Shawnee, if you're watching, I still want to learn how to sing.
I've never been properly trained how to sing either. I should probably get on that.
Dang it,
Would
I don't
help a
remember
lot.
if I crossed it off.
Come here, you. It was really fun the other day to just do generic embroidery. Not cross stitch, but just embroider some flowers on my mask. I really liked that a lot.
Yeah, that is really cool.
I wanted to do more on there, but I got too tired.
Like, and done.
Yeah, I was out.
Did one flower.
Did those cute little sprigs of whatever they were, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to bed. Mandalorian's over. I'm gonna go to bed. And that's not a knot. Oh wow, you got that. Is that a foot? That looks like a foot.
It is a foot.
It's a cute foot.
Yeah, these are the arms. So the foot's got that shape
Little
of the...
little footy
foot.
shape. Those are cute. How's it coming over there?
Well, almost halfway through the first foot.
Very nice. So it should be. Ah! I'm running into the microphone with my glasses. Should be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, so far, so good on the stitches.
Nice.
So far. There's obviously still room for mistakes. There's always room for mistakes. back to doing the flowers. Because those go by pretty quickly, but it's the color changes of the houses that is a little challenging. No! Why you do this to me? Come on, you. There we go. Is there an area of crafting that you've been interested in learning? Like any crafting?
For sure, cross stitch.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to improve on my Tunisian crochet.
What is Tunisian crochet?
So Tunisian crochet is when you basically
Use your knee and your shin to crochet? 2 knees and a shin? Just kidding. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't. You know who my husband is.
I do. That I do. So Tunisian crochet is actually really cool.
Are you gonna show me?
Mm-hmm. Why not?
I put my needlework down.
So Tunisian crochet is like you basically keep all your loops on your crochet hook. So instead of making a stitch in each chain, you pick up a loop.
So it's kind of like
Knitting, but with a crochet hook.
and a love child.
Yeah, exactly. So you would chain 1 and then you yarn over and pull through 2. Oops. Nope. And then you go back in between those stitches you just made and pick up the loops for your next row.
What? So you're still accomplishing the same thing, you're just doing it a different way.
Yeah, so your rows require, like, you go 2 different directions. And so there's the front pass and the oh shoot, I don't remember what the other pass is called. The back pass. I don't think it's called the back pass though. The reverse pass or something. I don't remember what it's called. Dang it. But yeah, that's basically it.
So interesting.
And there's different stitches where there's like a stitch where it makes it look like the purl stitch of knitting or the knit stitch of knitting. So your Tunisian stitches will look similar to knitting. It also makes a thicker material. So because you're working back and forth, your square would be thicker than like this.
That's interesting.
So yeah, we'll definitely go over it in one. I just got distracted by the link.
I did
Hey,
too.
listen! I'm like, what? I'll show you guys how to Tunisian crochet in a future.
That would be really fun.
That would be really fun.
Way to crochet like that.
It's called fancy crochet.
Fancy crochet. That's really cool.
That's so funny. Stuff it a little more.
Stuff as you go. That is
Yeah, you
definitely
should.
smarter.
You should learn how to make little dolls because I have all that polyfill.
Oh, yeah,
that's just sitting
true, huh?
there.
Yeah, I'd love to see what the different.
I wish I had my kits. Because I have 3 different kits where I have a Star Wars one, I have a Christmas one, and I have a Disney Princess one.
Oh, that's cute. I know a lot of children that would love cute little Star Wars figures.
I crocheted my dad a Boba Fett one.
Oh,
But that was before they had the kit. Like, somebody designed the pattern and I
That's
bought just the
cute.
Boba Fett pattern. So if you want to make Boba Fett,
that's really sweet.
I
Yeah, I
have
mean,
that. And Baby Yoda. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try almost anything once. I know one of our friends, their son is obsessed with Phasma, Captain Phasma, from The Force Awakens.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks she is the coolest stormtrooper on the planet. It's really cute. Somebody got him a little action figure for his birthday, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, it's Captain Phasma! She's the coolest!" I was like, "Oh my goodness." It was really cute. He was really, really pumped. Oops. About Captain Phasma. So I can only imagine how much he would lose his mind if he had a little Phasma plushie. These cute kids.
That would be actually really cute.
I don't know why, out of all the characters, he just thought she was the coolest. They introduced a lot of new characters in The
know.
Force Awakens.
I know, right?
But he thinks that Captain Phasma's the coolest, so I'm not gonna argue. It's like, Phil, you can have whatever you want. Kids are so funny, the things that they choose to, like, just be obsessed with.
They really are. Like Peter with Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm supposed to crochet him a Pokemon for Christmas. He wants a Snorlax.
Good choice. Him and I talked about Snorlax the other night when you guys were gone.
Like, okay, thank you for picking an easy Pokemon. That should be pretty easy to
Yeah.
do.
We were talking about Snorlax while you guys were at the Verizon store. Because he was on, I don't remember, he just like showed up on the screen for a minute. And I was like, Petey, that's my other favorite Pokemon. He's like, Snorlax? Why do you like Snorlax? I was like, because Snorlax is so cool. He looks so comfy. He takes naps all day. He's pretty much just a fat cat who's adorable. He was like, my joke. I was like, check it out. It's like, Snorlax is your favorite, Auntie Becca? Yep. Wow. And then he was gone. I thought it was so cute.
So is it weird for you to go from here where they call you Auntie Becca to Tanner's where she calls you Uncle Becky?
Yep. Yep, it gives me kind of whiplash. Because it's a lot different. Even here, like, I speak of myself in, like, the third person so much at Tanner and Becca's house where I'm like, alright, Uncle Becky's gotta go to the bathroom. Or, like, Uncle Becky's gonna go make herself some lunch. Or, like, sorry, I can't right now, Tiff. Uncle Becky's working. And she's like, okay. Whereas, like, here I'm like, Uncle, I am going to work. I'm very sorry. Art called me Becky the other day, and Regina was like, that's Auntie Becca.
Really?
Yeah. And he was like, you're right. Like, so he was like, your uncle, your aunt, your Becky is doing this right now. And she was like, no, that is not Becky. I was like, yeah, my girl. That's so funny. It was really cute. Art was cracking up.
All right. Oh, can't lean over that far because I don't see my big nose.
great way to end the stream, guys. Look down my schnoz.
I think we are gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We've been on here for an hour and a half. It's 9 o'clock. The night's still young. Um, but I just want to say real quick, thank you guys for joining us for our first productivity hour. I got pretty good progress on my hat, and then I got bored, so that's why I started working on this unicorn leg. I got about halfway through that too. So, but we're hoping to do this more often. And so if you have stuff you need to work on, Christmas gifts, Christmas is coming, come hang out with us and chat with us about whatever. And hopefully we will see you guys next Wednesday. We also are going live on Sunday to continue our beginner scarf. And so if you're riding with us on that bandwagon, be sure to tune in on Sunday, and I think the new time will be 1:30 or 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you aren't a subscriber, subscribe so that you will get notified when we go live. And if you are a subscriber, thank you for supporting me, and you will get a notification when we go live. So just keep an eye out on Sunday if you are going to be joining us then. And so I hope we see you guys Sunday or next week for another WIP Wednesday live stream. Again, my name is Dana, and this is my co-host, Becca. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.